Hello and welcome to the Pirate King Plays Final Fantasy XVI. Took a lot more time between my online posting and actually being online this time because hopefully I've gotten the chat box working. But where are we? Where last we left our hero, we tracked down Hugo Kupka to his palace in the center of the Mother Crystal. Fang beat the crap out of him as a freak. He is Titan, evolved into an even Titaner Titan, and should have him too, and then broke the Mother Crystal.
Same troops amassing at every border crossing.
Well, no surprises there. It was the same after Drake's breath.
Okay. This before anything else? Oh.
Clive, you're back. I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more. Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Indeed.
Welcome home, Clive.
A lot of that
It's good
fight
to be
made no
back.
sense.
You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little
Yeah.
adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Good to have you back.
Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up?
If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian. Thank you. I will.
Alright. Make me move there? Okay. Say party makeup has changed? No, I guess not. Well, take a look at some of this stuff.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Oh, I can talk to you about him? You? Alright.
Kuka.
Thought that bastard's death would change things.
But when I close my eyes,
Still hear Jalar's voice as he whispers for us to run. As he calls out to the soldiers to distract them. His words saved us. I'll never forget that. Just like he said, words are immortal. His live on in me. They changed my life, and I wanted to thank him ever since.
only I don't know how.
I don't know the right words.
I wish you were here.
Teach them to me.
Your benefactors are a generous lot.
Safe passage. Not long ago, I was accosted by footpads as I walked the guided path, the gilded path, and would have perished alone in the desert had not the curse breakers come to my aid. I owed them my life. This token served them.
All yours.
Corian.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
So, what did we just get? Direwolf Jess. Increased combo damage by 5%. Okay. Map. Okay, so we have a thing there. We'll do that after talking to Vivian. So I figure at one point, these two are going to get new things. Like, oh hey, we can actually make or buy new things. We got more on this list. We'll probably be going after some of these soon. Oh, we have a lot more. Holy shit. Okay, so, a hill to die on. Oh, Dalmacia. Okay, all the new ones are in Dalmacia, of course. Soul Slings, Grimalkin, 9 of Knives. Oh, shit, that's, oh. I thought that was going to be the last one. Okay, that's a big one. Yeah, we're not going after him yet. I'll tell you what level he is in a bit, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna want to
The
go after some of
conquering
them
hero returns. And with hardly a scratch on him.
currently.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, he took them to his grave. As did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Yeah.
The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
Also, unknown to all the characters here, they seem to have
In
knowledge of
summary,
or be
I
allied
know
with
not
Ultima.
to attend the
That's
Royalist
not a good
betrayed
thing.
Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Items available, that's what I was talking about. Let that cycle through, then we're going to clear this notification.
Here for another of my lectures?
Oh, you had another thing to say.
Of course.
This.
Study it well, Clive. Ah, my favorite pupil.
Kupka and the Fang were the bedrock upon which the Republic stood. Now that both have crumbled, Dhalmekia's descent into chaos is all but assured.
So what of its parliament?
Will the ministers not take it upon themselves to pick up the pieces of the crumbling nation? I doubt it. They have little love for the people, only their own preservation.
Which leaves but one man.
Standing between Dhalmekia and disaster. Former Field Marshal Eugen Howell. If any is to pick up the baton of command, it shall surely be he. The bitter tides of ire and avarice rise around him. How long will he be able to keep his head above water, I wonder?
Harpocrates, Blackthorn, Karen. For veterans such as these, Sid's hideaway was a sacred refuge. Kupka took something from them, and now you have avenged that loss. They should be the first to hear the happy news.
Okay, I was not expecting her to say anything as I left the conversation. Okay. Hippocrates first, I think. We'll also do his thing. I don't know. Oh.
It's good to have you back. I was worried.
Ah, Clive. Have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
Well,
No.
for you.
To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying.
Up, throwing that.
He is. Big baby.
You idiot.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
I'm canceling school today.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has.
Not really.
To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not.
It was actually the
But
latter.
until I do,
The being himself
my
is sealed inside our
investigations
brother.
shall continue.
Thank you. It means a lot.
My knowledge is yours. I have said it many times.
Hugo Kupka was a murderer, but he was also a thief. A thief who robbed us of our happiness, of our hope. And though I know it is wrong to revel in the death of another, I take solace in the fact that he will never steal anything from us ever again.
His story is ended.
Thank you.
Were you aware?
In many cities, bearers are forbidden from having believe that the ether used to bring a child into the world hastens the crystal's curse, lessening the mother's productivity. Such is the world we live in. Fortunately, Crow's parents were able to escape that for a few brief summers.
But what of the twins themselves?
Born in the hideaway, one touched by magic, the other spared its birth. Their minds are blissfully untainted by the poisonous rhetoric of the precinct politicians. They will grow up knowing there is no difference between man and woman. Pass the truth on to their own children, and they to theirs, until the world we live in is now a footnote in the annals of history.
Yes, change will come.
Though a magic which requires no crystal, and through a magic which requires no crystal to conjure. One that will endure long after the last mother crystal is fallen.
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Close.
You wish to study the tomes?
Midadol Telemon, Sid's daughter. Sid, daughter of Mid. Chieftain of the Northern Territories and Jill Warwick's father. After his homeland's raids into Rosario were finally quelled by the duchy, his daughter was taken as a ward of the Rossfield family to ensure that he would never raise arms against them again. Following the siege of Castle. Siege. Cressida. Right, that's a thing. Dion, the firstborn son, was told, hey, your younger half-brother is gonna be emperor. Drake's Fang, giant Geo that is Kiss. Ah, yes, Lubor. Your father. Elgroy Desert. Isles of Ark. Cluster of tiny islands upon which the Crystalline Dominion stands. Excuse me. They're largely man-made, having been built on top of existing ruins, and are arranged with an administrative hub at the center surrounded by the citizens' dwellings. And beyond those, the slums in which various refugees make their homes. This inspired the isle's center as home to the Dominion's mother crystal. That's cool. Canver is actually an independent country. I thought it was a city. Dalmekia. I was wrong. Brand is written in poison ink, and any attempt to remove it should result in death if not done correctly. Which makes it even worse than we might have thought at first. Frostwolf! Best boy! Best boy Torgal. Titan! Warden of Earth. Orcs. The armor weirdly both obscures and doesn't obscure the face. They are vicious. Curls. Whiskers, by which they mean fucking tentacles. Alright, there we go.
The door to the shelves shall ever be open.
Thanks, Sid.
Virgil always here? No, has to be in the party.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
That was a quick one. Socrates was the long one. We did that first. Also, I want to point out, because I don't think you guys can hear it, all day, my air conditioning has barely been running. And now, when I decide to stream, it is going almost nonstop. It is honestly making it hard to hear the TV for me. But I had to, like, remind it to do its thing earlier, and I was playing VR stuff and getting sweaty, and like, it is hot here. Turn on, please. But now, when I'm sitting in one spot and it's fine in the room, it just decides, nah, I gotta run for like 20 minutes at a time. Ridiculous.
It's a relief.
It's like we can breathe again. No more living in fear.
Thank you, Clive.
I know I don't say it often, but I mean it. Oh, and best of luck to you. Many here, every other worldly foe paled in comparison to the threat of Hugo Kupka. I was gone, finally had time to devote to everyday gripes and works. As the captain of this little ship, I'm sure you'll be on the receiving end of more than a few.
Go on, then.
Answer. Huh. It is technically stronger. I'm not going to equip it yet until it's leveled up and actually is stronger, but I may not even need it. No, I'll have to check what it looks like leveled up before I get it here. I also already have this, but I didn't buy it here. Interesting. I wonder if I should get either of these. I'm not going to use them. Oh, I can actually buy Y right now? I have 754. You know, this is all. That's all the basic stuff. We can actually buy it now. Weird. Get an orchestrion roll. I'm fine on potions.
Is that all?
Welcome home, Clive. I was hoping you'd be back soon.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Head off yet.
Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
What do you need? To a bloody riddance.
There was ever a man who deserved a rusty knife in the gut. It was that prick. Not that I'll let you carry around a rusty knife. His death won't bring back the people we lost, but it'll ease a few parts.
Mine included. So, will it be?
First. So diamond stuff is what's showing up. It needs white one. It would be better. Oh, there's another feature, wasn't there? That's what I got already. No, I guess it would be reinforced. So sash, not really good enough. Diamond sword plus 2 is good enough. Oh, enhancer is what we can buy. That is also good enough. 250. Right. So we'll get the enhancer. Diamond is what's up after that, and I need white worm bone, and I don't know where to get that yet. You needed the gelatinous mask. You are indeed.
And?
Buy the sword and...
Is it business or pleasure? It'd better all be here. Is that all?
Equip it until it is... Being a
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be? Not my best work, but it'll do. You can thank me later.
And?
Ooh. The answer actually looks pretty good, and it's a curved one.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
It's no joke. Drake's Fang is gone. There's nothing left but a crater.
Yeah. Alliance. Sid the Second. I trust you'll forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I'm confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. For what it's worth, you now have earned mine, and I can assure you it shall not easily be relinquished. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship. You've no side quests have shown up, so just back to
I'm telling you, it's true.
Word has been spread.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should.
Did we bury him here?
And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Clive! It was luck, and luck alone.
Saw me safely out of the hideaway that night. So many others didn't make it. I see them, you know. In my dreams sometimes. I always tell them I was sorry if... I'm sorry I wasn't able to save them.
But now...
I tell them something different. Kupka's dead. And you avenged them. And I know what they'll say back to me. So let me say it for them.
Thank you, Clive.
Anything catch your eye?
That for great justice, there is a brick. And use your loaf. Open down back here. Okay, so just two.
I think you can help.
And nothing here. So, I think we're gonna go and do those first.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
Then come on back.
Quick look.
I tend to do the side quests as soon as they show up, so that I don't wait too long and accidentally miss them.
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from the table.
We had to dig a new cellar to store all the unsold barrels.
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist with.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more than a surfeit of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Great justice. There's map here, but a wall here. Oh, Jill isn't with us. Weird. So where are we going? Yeah. I'll start with this one, I think. I want to see what's going on here. I know there's a chest over here. It seems to be above, maybe? Hello?
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
It's all but spent.
You all right, Sid? Something on your mind?
There is actually. Can I ask you something? Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods. Have you noticed anything unusual?
Oh, that. No, sorry, can't help you. I heard the rumours, mind, from the lads working over at the vineyard, but none of them has seen anything either.
All right. Thanks anyway.
Okay, over here, Torgal? There you are.
You all right, boy? Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you.
Oh, the other one didn't matter. It's actually sending us that way. Figured as much.
Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Oh, this is close to the woods. I wonder if that's going to be the one that does this. Yeah, I think, I thought Jill was going to be back in the party after what she said. They go after some of the, after the notorious marks as well.
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us.
Black Shields!
Get them before they escape!
Black Shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
No.
Stay down.
Ooh, midair end. Nice. Oh, I forgot to switch over my equipment, but we got more Gil, I guess.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
Aren't you for slowing us down in a town? Like to keep running. Here's where the chase is.
Sid?
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds. Though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we have no choice but to bite back. And bite back we shall.
I'm sorry. You're going to need to explain. Who did the Black Shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All that I have built here is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth.
Yes?
I was a member of the judiciary once. So sickened was I by the injustice of this world, I swore to fight it. And fight it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me, who was my one true ally in the quest to see justice done.
So what changed?
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport.
Oh,
I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered.
Yeah.
He faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position, the faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first. My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Oh, shit. Okay. Not expecting this. Sweet. I'm guessing For Great Justice 2 is up next. But maybe not quite yet.
I'm not going to change his mind.
Yeah, not quite yet. Alright. Something new in the shop over here? Check that out real quick and then head toward the next side quest, which is in Dhalmekia. Which may be something similar to that.
Welcome!
Breath of Earth Raging Fists, that's what it is.
And a fine, fine day to you.
You. Loads so fast in the PS5.
My
I don't have
carpet.
time to take
The most fragrant herbs and
Now, there'll be
spices
no one to
from the
man the
breath
shop.
of the twins.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's by a He and vanished while I was hand. I'd go and look for myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
I'll see what I can do. Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
It's gone and all that. Going. Just down there. Do we run there, or do we go to the jaw and get a much quicker route? Ooh, hold on. Hunt yet, and that's over here. So if we come from this side, we won't interact with him. Oh, we could also go this way, at least get that on the map. Also, we'll probably find some fights on the way, maybe, so... In which case, this should be switched to...
Oh, where did all the men of the rock go?
Plates and pots!
No, I'm telling you, it's gone. I saw the crater on my way back from the Free Cities, and it was empty.
That can't be true.
But it is. I saw it with my own eyes. And I'm not the only one.
Yup. Crater's empty, folks. Move along. With how fast we run like this, I do wonder if roaches actually. Let's get this on the map. Let's grab that sickle. Not everything, but it gives me something over here. Not. It's just a path. It's too narrow.
The Mother Crystal. The mines. It's all gone.
Oh, Lord Kupka's castle too.
You think he made it out alive?
Nope. So, yeah. I would have taken a picture of the Mother Crystal if it was still there. Just getting the crater now doesn't seem like the best. Like, it seems like second best, but I guess we still could. It still looks pretty cool. And with everyone looking at it, makes for a good shot. Center it there. There we go. There's the guy. A rank.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it. But now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Give me a choice? Express yourself. Remember the good times. Focus on your work. Ooh. Want to see if it matters.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You have opened my eyes.
Why?
Wait.
Alright, what are you seeing, though? Are you gonna make Drake...
Suppose you won't be needing an escort, then.
Shaped, loaves of bread? Or something? Alright, in that case, we're just gonna do this. I mostly ran the way for the dialogue along the way, and also to avoid the fight we're not strong enough for. At least I think we're strong.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. He damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself.
Not really.
Her steepled peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True,
Still talking about bread?
my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the Fang without her crater? Why, no Fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the Fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something.
Try it! Instead of just guessing.
Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight.
He's also standing right there.
I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Quest complete. Okay.
Now, Dusan, I know you're keen, but do you have to use the good salt? Leave some for the rest of us.
Sorry, Master. I'll go and get some more later.
We do have a lot here, huh? What should get upgraded? Upgrade both of those that I use. I don't use this yet. Though that is fucking hilarious. Difficulties, right? Flip the goddamn floor over. Man, the strong moves are pretty cool, but I don't... They have such a long cooldown. I don't think I still have... I think I still have this equipped. But it is a good one because it heals me too. You know what? I think I'm gonna wait till I have 1,000 so I can upgrade my limit break. And now we continue.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
I know what you're going to tell me. Thank you, Clive. Thank you.
Well, with like building with wood in these stone question mark ruins.
Think Mid might need some help.
Very interesting aesthetic.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid.
All right, Clive. What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
It's a heat sink.
And this is for...
Moving heat.
Only the fastest,
finest ship the world
Wait,
has
what?
ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad
Really?
designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I was hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts making. The stack will be made up of three major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
She's a real interesting.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Huh?
Luckily, you don't need to.
Partly a scarf, partly a collar, partly just... It's not attached to anything, so it has to be a collar. Part of the shirt. It's a real interesting design choice. I'll be completely honest, I think I've stated it before, but I would love to cosplay Clive. It's not often you find a main character in a Japanese game with a beard. So I wouldn't even have to shave for it. I would probably need a wig, because that is much longer hair than I have. That outfit, though. I'm a fan of that.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help. Get Gavin-Otto in here, will you?
All right.
Okay, good.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she? Typical. Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Wait, do I have to... Okay. Do I have to choose who goes where? Is that what's going on here?
You going after the Stardust then, are you? Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
That's the question. Now, we've seen Gav out in the field. We have not seen Otto out in the field. So, sure.
Otto, you're with me.
All right, then. Where do we find this Stardust, and how will we know it when we see it?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sackloads of the stuff. Might be worth hiring porters at the Dalimil Inn. I'll head down there. See about finding us a wagon.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
Yous two take care, eh? I'll go and see the supplier.
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
He wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
Okay. Oh, it's literally just right there. Right, I wouldn't have even had this map if I hadn't just stepped out of line for a bit.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Otto, sorry I'm late.
Oh, Clive. I had a quick scout about, and I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
here look different. Just picking up handfuls of the stuff. Easier way to get it. Get a shovel.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
Enough. I hope.
More than me.
Huh.
Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here, Clive. Do you fancy a walk? Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you, you idiot. The way you've carried on what he started. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong. But I changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over despair. I gave you a chance, yes. But you're the one who took it. You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back on their feet. Gave them something worth fighting for, just like the old Sid did. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to. Believe you me. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
You got some sand in there. Stop backing away.
Get it,
so I
boy.
can hit you. Okay, so this is the only reason we've had to go to the southern desert so far. And there's a lot of map we haven't had reason to go to yet, but apparently can. Now, the question is, do I go and fight one of the marks before moving on? We are level 33. You know, yeah. If I remember correctly, is he up here? No, we fought the one that was up here. Where was yeah, we could go and do that. don't know if we're going to be fighting much on our way there. But I'm going to put this on.
She had a man of Graver. Moth in there. Please, teach me.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be any small battles on the way there.
Can't let that thing roam free so close to the inn. Time to take the bull by the horns.
I'll hide the one horn. The other one's kind of broken. All right. First stagger got him all the way down to half. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Shit. Oh, okay, he turned around. Ooh, got him. Shit, fuck, no, he's still going.
That's better. To me, Flames! Nice try.
There we go. Progress mark Slay. Minotaur main.
Well, locals will sleep easier without him at their gate.
It just rolls through the body. That's great. Yeah, it's just great. Okay. I believe the next thing on the list is about 38. Which I also don't want to get because the stuff he gives me is good. Where is he though? Something black thoughts. So I think we'll try that. We stop by Amber on the way to stock potions. We only used we used 2. As for anything else to pick up, there's a chest over here, right next to the guys. So that's perfect. Really have liked to have Jill for this, but let's use her. Like that.
Stay down!
Oh, okay. Him.
You're a long way from home, aren't you? There you are. I suppose we won't be seeing you again.
Stay down!
Okay. Yeah. Plan Prince.
Thought you'd take us unawares, did you?
This is... I don't know your moves. Like I knew the Minotaur. Oh shit! Ow!
Thanks, boy. Nice try. There's a good boy.
Alright, I guess we can knock this thing down. Does it even have an up? Okay.
Too slow.
Yeah! Oh shit.
Too slow.
Woo! That's a weird. Oh man, fucking sticky hands.
Too slow.
Yeah. There's so many fucking dodges in here.
Nice try.
Woo! This time that.
Too slow.
Ooh, yeah. Almost looks better without the zoom in. Okay. Alright, I guess we parried. It only goes into the slowdown like that if I dodge directly after a hit. Hands down. That's great.
Farewell.
Yeah! Victorious Mark slain. All right. Level 38. Not that bad, actually. And a level up. Hell yeah. We're now 34. Gelatinous mass. That's what I was after.
Well, it's dead now. Whatever it was.
Yeah. Then we can head out. When we were here before, we went through Amber and through the mountains, Shelf Rock, all the way around to here. But this is just a straight path. Back to the That was wrong.
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs.
How'd you lot get on? I brought back all that stuff Blackthorn asked for.
Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once.
Right?
Let's do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It will take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Before you do that, I have something for you. Maybe. Ooh. I got a lot of stuff there. Oh, and that's all sell for money.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Clive. So, what'll it be?
Drake Slayer's bracelets. And it is, in fact, better than what we have. Good.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Oh, I forgot to switch this back. I don't know if he gave us any money. You! You! Let it break. Yeah, 500.
He cracked.
Here. Oh,
Crystal
no.
too?
Right up in the line.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border
Current
No surprises there.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Nope, level 2A of the fire in our hearts. Many claim they wish to change the world. Few actually take it upon themselves to do so. You are an inspiration to us all, a nameless patron.
Here you are.
Oh, some crafting materials and ability points. 550 for next.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Yep, now we have over 1,000 again. Right. Master some of the stuff that I always use like this. That's probably a good idea, to be honest. probably just the widest range and everything. Seems like we're building.
Mid might need some help.
While a lot of JRPGs like this,
If I don't come up with something soon.
build a ship.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn started
Gets
work on the
used.
plating.
I'm not sure how you would in this one.
One down, 2 to go.
So, what's next?
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins? I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need.
Convenient.
What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name?
Should
Right.
probably learn the names of the people you're working with, Mid. Name is Elena.
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate
Burned?
heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood.
Yes, ceramics
If
don't
sea or
rust
rainwater
usually.
were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing.
Oh, we're just
The
there.
thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Okay. Doing a lot of fetch quests for
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
oh right. Getting ready for here. The music is different. It's cool. Honestly, I would have liked for that side quest to be directly into its sequel.
If you're ready, we leave at once.
Doesn't feel like it's going to. I think it's after another main story quest. I went the wrong way.
Come, my children, the reckoning is nigh.
more extreme than I was expecting. Yeah, totally different atmosphere here in Lost Wing now that we're between two parts of a main side quest for it. Pick up the glimmers, even if it's until you try. Only level 13. Oh. Yep. That. I don't know if these minor fights that have to do with a quest. Like those minor fights out in the wild. Normal fights. I know what I'm trying to say. Ruins.
Oh, there you are, Sid. Thanks so much for coming. The, ruins are just over there, as is the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Yeah, sure. Don't know why you're so hesitant.
I'll be right back.
There is. Oh.
Anybody home?
Oh. Oh, it's an Ahriman.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
Oh, motherfucking Doom. Eat this. Damn it, thought I was close enough. Oh, and I still have the AP thing on my Berserker's ring.
Nice try.
For how much trouble we had with that Ahriman that was just a mark.
Too slow.
Get down here. Oh, I actually need to do that. Not yet. Should have waited. This goes down even if the stagger doesn't. Doom.
Nice try.
Shit.
Nice try.
Get down. There we go. Yeah, didn't affect the AP for that.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Eye of the Warrior increases strength tonic duration by 10 seconds. Useless. Hey.
Your work is done, Sid. We'll take care of the rest. Let Mid know she'll have her helm very soon, would you?
Normally they take away the HUD when you're talking to someone, so having that overlay was kind of weird. Okay. It's funny because while 5 doesn't really seem to understand what all the explanation for what's going into this engine is about.
We're seeing
As an
troops
engineer
amassing.
myself, I understand exactly. I'm just stuck on the fact that they're burning mithril. I thought mithril was a metal. I didn't think you could burn it. In fact, I thought it was one of the strongest metals in this world.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Yet.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what would do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Harpocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here.
No,
Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Right away.
Ah, yes. Master of obscure knowledge. The Loresman. Socrates. Flan Prince. It's called something different because they didn't know who it was yet. Just like this one. Hill to Valkyrie Desert. You see, this one's a sea rank. So there's A. And this guy. The Breaker of Worlds. Got access to him a lot quicker than I thought. Well, just browsing the map, I happened upon that one. That one seems like endgame. One that appears after you've done all the other hunts. I guess not. still fucking powerful. This area was back when this was an airship.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next? And what are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelus complains that without a constant supply of pitch.
Ah.
I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
Oh, wow.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelus might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Alright. This is really an odd sort of fetch quest to put in the middle of all the story.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company, too.
The other can assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive.
So of course there's no functional difference between picking one or the other. As for their scenes.
So, Clive, have you made your decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
I mean, my heart says to pick Jill because she's the romantic interest. But Tarya never gets to leave. Just like I said with Otto. And it would give her some more depth as a character, where we get a lot from Jill already. But yeah, the overall functional outcome, there is no difference. It's just in the scenes we get. So yeah, we're gonna go with Tarya for now, because she doesn't get out much. So we're not gonna get any sort of romantic inclination.
So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic? Conch shells? Are you sure this is the right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited. Effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I was hoping to be able to make a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
All right. Stay safe.
See you later, Clive.
Good luck with your research.
Good, it still disappeared like I wanted. Alright, I have some tweaking to do on the widget. But I'm glad I got the chat showing up on stream again. It just doesn't show the whole message. No. Nothing with Tarya. She's the resident physiker or doctor. And shows nothing like that towards anyone here that we know of.
No. Where's Tarya?
Not bad. That's good. I do want to check.
Keep them pilchards nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
I won't have you spoiling enough.
There you are, Tarya.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Buy, sell, or be gone.
You also sell potions. Interesting.
Go on, take it. Good riddance.
There's tools at the glass.
We don't have the mark on our face anymore. You can't be treating us like that.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine.
That's good.
I trust it's all here.
In that case, I'll sell this stuff to you. Oh, you have the other tonics.
Good day.
That should do it. Hopefully Tarya's finished too.
All anyone ever.
Fresh cuts! Come! You'll not find a bruised pippin in the bush.
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting. But we're not in too much of a rush, are we? quick chat?
Sure.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
Why I chose you to come.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre.
For what?
For everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tome so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
That was nice. So I might have seen some chats on the screen. I was testing something which I didn't realize was showing on the screen. Here. So I took a look at the levels of some of the other hunts. They're actually lower than the one we just did. I would like to go and do them soon, but honestly, I want someone else back in the party. I think the reason they didn't put Jill back in the party for anything else we're doing this time is because of letting off steam.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
This particular choose between Jill and someone else for some reason. We'll join you, Tilly.
Welcome home. You had a successful trip.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
Ah.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Slowly off screen.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
it appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moondew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other, followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me.
Make sure she
Thank you,
tests it.
Hippocrates.
Just make it. Test it.
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid.
He cracked the crystal too? You're joking.
It's no joke. Drake's Fang is gone.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
I think Mid might need some help.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid. But you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
Okay. Are we going with her, or do we have to walk there? We went with her. Okay, cool.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Yeah.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
You want the biggest hammer for precision? All right. All right. Let's see what you do with that. Building noises. Sometime later. Okay. Where are we? We're up by the mess. Okay. Certainly matches the design. What I can tell.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Hammering away at this so much and so long. I am not going to use my arm for the rest of the day. Alright. Okay then. Just continue.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
We got side quests? We got numerous side quests. Or two. We have two. One is up at my reading table, and the other is inmate's dungeon. Oh, I think I know what that is, and it's important. Let's go grab the other one.
Is that the thing
Don't have
Tim's
to.
helped to build?
He cracked the crystal too.
Yeah. Ooh, we got 3 here. Stumbling through the hideaway ledges at Otto's behest, and might have come across something that might need your attention. Maybe. By that I mean immediately. You know where I'll be.
Trouble with the ledges. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
I'm going to grab all of these quests before we do any of them. That means we'll finally have more quests than I can prioritize. 5. Something ain't right with that hand of yours. When it please your lordship, come pay me a visit at the toll.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Oh, the pen is mightier. I guess it's for reading enough of these missives. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately. So I'm thinking, maybe if it weren't the leather that was on his mind, maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his privates? I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we can go and ask the old bastard what's got him so hot and bothered. So it ain't just a forge.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Important. sprinkled them all throughout the place. Should I go and grab this one first before coming back and talking to both of these? I think I will. No, I can talk to them. And then head this way and grab this. And then go this way and talk to him. You know, a bunch of quests all at once. Fuck the Karen first.
I got your note. You think something's wrong with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
What was it you said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
Socrates. Going okay, boy? Just being a bunch of talking to people around here for all we know.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Okay. 8 older antelopes. I believe we've seen quite a few of the antelopes. They are non-hostile, so we haven't fought them. Blackthorn.
Blackthorn. You have a moment?
Not really, no.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
Again?
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you?
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting. Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome. And we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword.
I think we did last time.
You're looking well, Karen.
What you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
Okay. Quests that are leading us out. Right? Got. This one over here, I think I know. It's important. Very.
Well, that's... Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that. Problem is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities. And with some of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame ain't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Now we get to see what happens when I have a quest that isn't prioritized. Nope, still marked on my map. That's good. Okay. Got board. Head out for all the side quests before talking to Otto.
Clive, did you get my letter?
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening. Is this better? A little. Listen. I've some bad news. It turns out the hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it may be my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square. Sadly, that square turned out to be more of a circle. 0, you might say. I can straighten it out, I swear, but it's going to take some time, and I'm going to need help keeping it from Otto. Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are! What a surprise!
So let me
They
get this
stand
straight.
about 5 feet away.
You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
I mentioned this
We
before. Why are they
owe
calling it
3 of our
talents?
most trusted friends 5 million gil.
Oh, it's
5 million.
500 talents is 5
They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Those ledgers were my responsibility, and it was my decision to entrust them to you. This is my fault.
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
No, we don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
And he walks away.
I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
Okay. All right, so we got star rubies to deliver. Bomb King, yes.
Are you on the hunt for a bomb king, Google? If so, I have a build that might interest you.
Okay, so Bomb King, the Croc, and Sam Bracken. Alright, so let's take a look through these and I'll give you the levels on them. Level 33. Soul 32. Also level 32. Of Worlds, rank S. Level 45. We will not be touching that one. Okay. It's actually only the first of rank S, so. Yeah, I think these three are all in the Velcro. Stronger than the others. Maybe we'll just go through a bunch of hunts. Go in here. Isabel, okay. Maybe we handle her first, because that's just talking. Right? Yeah. Let's go give this to Isabel first. Well, actually, we could have done this and then gone after the Bomb King. Sorry about that, we're just going to do this for now. Go after the Bomb King after the other hunts.
Citizens are free to come and go as they please. Checkpoint's open to all.
A mark on her face.
Did you hear? The gates to Heaven Hall in the Eyrie were breached by someone. Or something. The steward was in town earlier looking for men to come and repair it. But no one was keen to help.
Been there, but I don't actually know if
I want to see you again tonight. But the captain's late with our pay.
It's all right. I'll be waiting.
What am I going to do without Sweetwater and Olive Talc?
Still no caravan from the Dominion's perfumeries yet, then?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Gifts? Whatever is the occasion. Oh my. Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you. To settle the Hideaway's debt with the Veil. And to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive. I thought you might finally be warming to me. Tell Otto he can keep his baubles. I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same. Please, accept it. For my sake. And for Otto's. For all of us. For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that.
As I thought, just some talking. Like it will be at Martha's Rest. Oh, is there another thing here? Bone to pick. Right, that's Cressida. Ah. I believe that rank S hunt is over here, so you won't want to go too far after that.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
A star ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto. Bit much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the Hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander, word is he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get off the ground. Sid may have been the face of the Hideaway, But Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement. And rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither.
Ha!
That, and you keep good company.
I suppose I do. Gob will want to know the stones were delivered. If he's still with us.
Go and, go after the hunts like I was thinking. Alright, sure, let's go after this. Over here. Going out and about, I should change my equipment. It's funny, the only thing that affects my stats is the attack up accessory. My other accessories are affecting battle results. Not just quest results. I think I crit hit that guy. Huh. I still don't know how to use these. Oh shit! Wait, we can fight the antelopes? Thought they were always non-hostile. But actually, I guess it's because I ran into them. Huh. Never. Are you? Hold up. Hold up. You're not a. You're just a random minotaur, aren't you? Random minotaur. Not expecting. Quite yours. Come on. There we go. Is that a parry? It wasn't my parry. Torgal, did you parry him with a ice shot? Good job.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Thought the others were closer. Damn. Carried it. Okay. I just keep pushing it away.
Too slow.
These are not as big as I was expecting. All the ones we just fought before this. These are just a bit bigger. Just a wee bit. Like a few inches.
You're finished.
Is it? Alright. Ah, and it didn't affect. I don't think it affected my HP. 30 seems an even number. Oh?
No. Will it be enough, I wonder? I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks. You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy. Get it, boy!
Yeah. These treats too. Okay. Another return to Hideaway. Which means our next destination is Dalmacia. Oh, wait, no, that's the other thing. Find Ignac. Right. So, looking at the map here. Let me line it up again. One of the things is up here. Soul Stingers are over here somewhere, a place we haven't been yet. Same with the Grimalkin, who's down here. Okay, so yeah, we'll start here and then go after those. The Bomb Kings in Sambrek, so we'll end with that guy. In this trek of fights. Hey, the doors are
People
open.
take
Here.
notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
They're saying Drake's Fang is gone. The whole Mother Crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
Calm yourself. We don't know for sure. It could have just been a tremor.
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. One of our wealthier patrons has purchased the use of every room, hoping to keep out the riffraff, as he puts it.
Yep, we're in the right place. Of course it's this room.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
We can talk there where the guy won't
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamal is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
Ah, up by one of the hunts. All right. It's actually the stronger of the three hunts I was looking at. So yeah, we'll do this first. Then we will head down this way and that way and get those hunts as well. I am curious what happens if you run into twisters. Maybe it won't allow me to disperse before I get Good boy over there fighting one on his own and winning. I don't think he has a health bar. Yeah, with over 1,000 again. Master Gouge. Or wind up. Or Rising Flames. We can go back to that instead of this. Friends Rebirth, I feel like we should keep. we're currently using. Maybe. I mean, mastering the AoE first sounds like a good idea to me. This fight, since it's part of a quest, probably won't get us more AP from the item. Still having a bit of difficulty telling what counts as a normal encounter. So, Berserkering it is. We're killing the experience. It doesn't matter if it's a normal encounter.
We've got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
The innkeeper. Good job, boy. Oh man, so fucking cool. Well, I dodged it, but I didn't get the counter. There's the counter. Oh, perfect.
Enough.
Enemies.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamel.
Don't actually bring us there, please. Fuck, it actually brought us there. We have to run out there again for the fight.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
That's an old
A
nickname.
formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins.
Oh?
And is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship.
Oh, it's definitely a katana.
I believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Take it.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
I feel like we should tell Redeem, like, just between you and me. Lord Byron Rosfield is my uncle. Don't tell your master.
Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
I was hoping to fight that thing before coming back here, since it was all the way up here. I think it's about time to be done. But I could just run back up there and fight it and come back and end the stream with that fight. I think that's probably the best idea. If I don't want to spend the majority of next stream just fighting bosses. Which we are going to start with 2 of them down here anyway, and then another in another place. So yeah, let's go to the one we were just next to. Should have done it first. I didn't realize it was going to teleport us back here.
Run like the wind.
Realizing they don't have a chocobo theme. Just a little trill when she gets it. No, thank you.
Time to fight.
Nope. Yeah, I think this is faster. We were?
Thanks, Gal.
Okay. It's already right. Let's give it a save. Cullen! But that is a name. That is and it's a tortoise!
Well, Clive, Looks like you're gonna need me bigger sword. Nice try.
Yeah! Love it when I can actually pull that off. Close enough, yeah? Okay.
Too slow. Nice try.
Fight the tortoise. Oh, oh, geez, that was a bad move. The dodge was good. The actual fight was not. It shouldn't have gone for the counter. There we go. Still hit him at least.
Nice try.
Don't go in for the counterattack on that. Alright, there we go. Okay.
It's over.
Oh, with a shot to the face. Where's Mark's?
It should have stayed in its shell.
Huh. Alright. Anything else around here? Alright. In that case, we'll go here. I'll head over, stock up on potions, and then we'll be done for the night.
I take it Drake's Fang was your doing, Sid.
You really are quite the outlaw.
It's only a matter of time before the people learn of this and seek to apportion blame. Lie low is my advice.
My carpets have
Take a sniff. Now, Dusan, I know you're keen.
Oh, where did all the men of the world go?
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
Good day, my lord.
Might as well
An
buy all these
excellent
eventually.
choice.
Yeah, I'll just fill up.
My thanks. An excellent choice. Go with Gilbert.
No, I'm telling you, it's gone. I saw the crater on my way back.
This is where we're safe.
From the Free Cities, and it was empty.
That can't be true.
But it is. I saw it with my own eyes. And I'm not the only one.
There we go. That's a good shot to end on. Alright. Work on making that chat widget look better. I'm glad I got it working again. See who's online. I'm looking at my list. It's like all hot VTubers and then one friend. Let's go to will this work? Will the raid work? Yes, it will. I'm gonna send you to Sa the VTuber. Says she's in VR chat, which is, just 3D just chatting in this case. I actually tried playing VR chat today. It was not agreeing with me for some reason. Wouldn't let me go to any other rooms. Don't know why. But I have to try. Alright, well, until next time, this is the Pirate King.